What about Premier Vision?
Ridge, those orders aren't coming in until long after I'm back.
You're sure?
I just called Paris last night.
Did you straighten out the problem with Carlos?
Well, I've got legal working on it.
He's our best cutter, Thorne. I don't want to lose him because immigration messed up and we didn't catch it.
Will you relax? The world is not going to cave in because I'm gone for a couple of weeks.
2 of our busiest weeks in the market season.
You'll survive.
You turn around, please, Fawn. It's not a question of survival. It's a question of the biggest headache in this business. Production and shipping, and you're in charge of it.
I have a very competent replacement. And as you do, he has a copy of my itinerary, and he knows where to reach me if he needs me.
Right, while you're driving through the English countryside or the French provinces, I'll be able to reach you. How, by carrier pigeon?
You know, if I didn't know better, I'd almost think you were a little bit jealous.
Did you get that for me?
Sure. Thorne Forrester. Oh, Stacy, hi. Yeah, let me hear it.
How's that feel?
Feels perfect, as always.
Thanks. I need that. Yeah. Will you get that down to Carlos, please? Thanks.
Great, great. That's excellent. That's exactly what I wanted. Yeah. Okay. Now, how about the chateau in Medoc? Okay. No, we don't need an escort. No, just the 2 of us. Yeah, I know the countryside. All right. How'd you do with the castle in Chartres? Yeah, the 14th century. You did? Perfect, yeah. No, we'd like to eat in our room. Something very romantic, overlooking the river and the vineyards, you know? Great, great. What about Caroline's wardrobe? Yeah, you did. No, bring it to the house. I want to surprise her. Perfect, great. Hey, thanks a lot. You did a great job. All right, keep me posted. So long.
Hi.
Mom. Hi.
Hi.
What brings you down here?
Well, I'm still a member of this company, aren't I?
You can take over for me. He's all worried.
I heard some of those elaborate plans you're making.
You don't know the half of it. I'm gonna spoil this woman so much, she ain't gonna want to come back.
Honey, that's what you're supposed to do with brand new wives. Spoil them rotten.
Well, I'm doing my best. I've got to go. I'll be in my office in case you want to send a carrier pigeon.
I think that's what they should do, don't you? Spoil each other rotten? Don't you agree?
You haven't touched your salad.
I don't have time.
For lunch?
Not today.
Mind letting me in on it? What's going on? You're wound so tight, I'm afraid to get near you.
I'm sorry. I'm just under a little pressure. I'm going to be leaving in a few days.
Leaving?
Yes, for 2 weeks.
What?
I'm going away. My father arranged it, without asking me, as usual.
What Caroline and Thorne need. Well, frankly, I haven't given it much thought.
Really? I have.
And you think it's the second honeymoon?
Don't you agree?
It's the timing, Mother. It's all wrong for both of them.
I feel exactly the opposite.
I'm talking about work. Thorne's taking off at the height of our busiest season. Caroline, my God, our magazine's barely off the ground.
Honey, the world isn't going to stop spinning because they step off for 2 weeks.
You know what it takes to run Thorne's division? I couldn't do it now, especially not during this time of year.
Work isn't the only priority in life.
Let's not start on that.
Ridge, they need to have some time alone. They have to solidify this marriage. They both want that. Every marriage needs that from time to time.
Why do I get the feeling you're trying to tell me something, that there's a message here?
I am. Although I had hoped it would no longer be necessary.
Who says it was?
I just hope that there aren't any residual feelings on your part. They love one another.
Point made. Not that it had to be made.
Good. That's healthy.
You know me, I'm a health nut.
Mm-hmm.
Mother, I'm certainly not going to dry up in the vine.
Didn't think you would. Just don't do anything impetuously, all right? I'm, gonna go see Bill Spencer.
I won't even ask what that's about.
Good.
What's that about?
I have a little surprise planned for Thorne and Caroline. See you at dinner?
I don't understand. Where are you going?
Supposedly, I'm going to Europe with my husband.
Why? What for?
A vacation.
And your dad set this up?
Well, originally it was my husband's idea, but my father was all too willing to help him arrange it.
Caroline, I know you need a vacation, but now? We're barely off the ground.
Believe me, no one is more aware of that than I am.
Then why are you doing it? Or are you?
I don't know what I'm going to do. We're supposed to be leaving in 3 days. I don't know how I can possibly go.
So discuss it with your husband.
Well, Thorne has had his heart set on going away with me for a long time, but I just haven't had any time.
It's true, you have been burning the candle at every conceivable end.
Yes, and he knew that that was going to be the case. When we discussed my taking this magazine on, that was the one thing I thought we had a clear understanding about, that the magazine was going to take virtually all of my time for at least 9 months.
Are you saying that he's changed his position on that?
I don't know what I'm saying. I feel so trapped, so caught in the middle, crushed. I mean, I understand my husband's position, and I suppose that we could use some time together.
You know I'll cover for you, Caroline. But at this point, so many of the decisions have to be yours.
I know. I know.
Look, why don't you just discuss it with your husband? I'm sure he'll understand.
There's more to it than that.
Oh.
And anyway, it just seems like on top of that, everything he's asked me to do in the last month, I've turned him down. If I turn him down again after he's made these wonderful plans. But in any case, I don't know what else to do. I don't see how I can go.
Not without having a direct effect on the quality of the magazine. I'm sorry, Caroline, but that is a fact.
Oh, that's fine, Corinne. Yes, please, send her in. Stephanie, how are you?
Well, thank you. And you?
Doing better now, knowing the newlyweds are about to leave on their second honeymoon.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. I have a proposition. It's actually a very expensive one, but I hope you're going to find it worthwhile.
So let's hear about this expensive proposition. Please.
I've rented a yacht. It happens to be docked at
That's very intriguing. Am I about to be invited on a cruise?
Oh, no. Your daughter is, by her husband.
Ah.
I thought it would be a wonderful idea to put them on a yacht. All that privacy, all that wonderful food and fine wine and those beautiful Mediterranean ports. I get positively romantic just talking about it.
It does sound lovely.
Well, I hope that Thorne and Caroline will think so.
Oh, I'm sure that they will. So why don't you just send me the bill? I'll be happy to take care of it all.
No, thank you. I've already taken care of it. And I've also made all the arrangements.
Well, then why did you stop by?
I want it to be a complete surprise. I don't want them to know a thing about it until the last day of the first 2 weeks. Which means they need a third week. Now, I can take care of everything at Forrester as far as Thorne having time off. What about Caroline?
Another week.
Would there be a problem?
There may be, Stephanie.
Why?
Well, Caroline wasn't exactly thrilled the way I got her to take the first 2 weeks off. In fact, she's still a little bit upset with me.
But I thought she'd accepted this once the decision had been made.
I'm not so sure she has.
I've talked to her.
Stephanie, there's no way that she's going to agree for a third week off. I'm sure of it.
Really?
Has she given you any reason to believe that there's a problem?
No. I mean, other than not wanting to leave the magazine. But you're taking care of that, aren't you?
Personally.
Can you manage to do that for another week?
I can cover for a whole month. It's just not going to change the way Caroline feels.
Well, maybe if I talk to her.
Don't get your hopes up.
You're really skeptical about this.
Skeptical? I'm downright categorical. There's no way that she's going to take that third week off. I'm not so positive that she's going to even leave for 2.
Any leftover chemistry in here?
I'm a biologist, too.
I'll settle for that.
Wow. What a change
From what?
from what I was doing 30 seconds ago.
Caught you off balance, huh?
Amazing how my whole world can change in just half a minute.
Well, take another 30 seconds before saying yes, and it'll change a lot more.
Say yes to what?
A trip
What kind of a trip?
to faraway places.
Like to Europe and the countryside?
Anywhere but there.
Why?
I don't feel like following my brother and his wife across the continent.
So, where would you like to go?
Are we talking hypothetically here or for real?
You're serious?
You bet.
I can't get time off work. Unless I quit.
So quit. You can find another job.
There's only one other job I'd be interested in.
Is it available?
Yes,
Is the pay right?
the best. It even has fringe benefits. But it hasn't been offered to me yet.
Well, maybe it has. Maybe you just haven't seen it yet.
Okay. I'll bite. What does that mean?
It means I'm still waiting for an answer to a question I asked you the other night. And personally, I can't think of a better time to hear the answer to that question than right now. Logan, I want you to move in with me. So what is it? Will you or won't you?
You're serious, aren't you?
I wish I weren't.
You really think she might not take this vacation?
Why don't we get those two on a plane to Europe?
I can't believe that she would do that to him.
I don't think it has anything to do with Thorne. I think you're right. She's very concerned about the magazines, and quite frankly, her concern is legitimate. If I were head of that operation, I certainly wouldn't want to leave either.
Well, you didn't say that to her.
No, of course not. Now, believe me, I know how important this trip is to the two of them. God knows what would happen to their marriage now if Caroline just canceled out at this point.
I'm gonna have to think this through a little more. I'll talk to you later.
Ridge,
Why do you keep evading me?
it's not that simple.
But it is. You either move in with me or you don't. That's simple. Logan, I don't ask too many women to do this. I've asked even fewer to do it twice. And I've asked you 3 times already.
I guess that's supposed to make me feel special.
Something like that.
Well, it does. Very special.
Then don't you think a guy deserves an answer?
Do you know how easy it would be to say yes?
Then let's hear it.
Can you give me until tonight? Ridge, you didn't answer me.
All right. But I have to have an answer tonight.
Why is this suddenly so urgent?
Because, Logan, it's a matter of timing. And for a lot of different reasons, now is the perfect time. I want you living with me.
All right, sweetheart. All right.
Daydreaming?
Stephanie, what brings you to this neck of the woods?
Stopped by to see your dad and had a very nice visit.
Oh, I'm thrilled that you and my father are getting closer.
Closer than you might think.
I wonder what in the world you talked about.
You and Thorne and your vacation. I just realized something. This is the first time I've ever been in your office. This is absolutely wonderful.
It happens to be a very busy office, Stephanie.
That's evident.
I don't think you have any idea what it takes to put out a weekly magazine.
You're correct. I have absolutely no idea.
Especially one that is only 6 issues old. We are still making critical changes and decisions on every new issue.
But your father's going to be covering for you, and he's very experienced.
My father is not me. This is my magazine, Stephanie. I don't expect you to understand.
Does this mean that you're not going to take the trip with Thorne?
I have really thought it over, and I wish there was another answer, but there isn't. No, I am not taking a vacation.